Hi there, Greg Flanagan with Power Onward, and welcome to the 11 o'clock Power Onward show, where every week we pull back the curtain and help you figure out how to become a successful real estate agent. This week, I'm having a little difficulty with my screen here, folks, but hang on. 10 costly mistakes to avoid as a real estate agent. You know what? I've got a college education in mistakes and failure in this business from years ago. And this is, if you listen to this show, you're going to find you'll probably save $10,000 or $20,000 in your first 2, 3, 4 years. You know, mindset moment real quick. You are the average of the 5 people you surround yourself with. And that's important to know. It's about a bucket of crabs, right? If you're in Maryland or you're on the eastern seaboard, you know that we go out there, we can get crabs. So when you only have one crab, you can put it in a bucket and you got to put a lid on it. And there's a reason you have to put a lid on it, because that crab will climb out. Now, you put a second crab in there, you don't need a lid. You can put 10 more crabs in there and you will not need a lid. They will never get out. Why? What happens? Well, if you remember when you were a kid, somebody said, stop being crabby. And part of that is crabs pull each other down. They pull the crabs that are trying to get out of the bucket or out of the basket, and they pull them back down. And people get that way too. So watch yourself when you're being crabby. You know, look at the people that you're surrounding yourself with, because you are the average of those 5 people. You see, if you're by yourself, you'll be able to get out. You'll be able to get out. But if you have 4 other people bringing you down, it's going to be a hard road up. So keep that in your mind this week. Don't be a crab. I appreciate you. So here we go. Quick mistakes. Don't make these mistakes. Number 1, promotional ads. What do I mean by promotional ads? These are grocery carts, register tapes, anything that has to do, pharmacy bags, right? Pharmacy bags, they sell you, the vendor sells you the advertisement on the bag, so in turn, they can give that bag or register tape away free. Understand what I'm saying? So you as the real estate agent are paying for that bag. Now let's talk, but Greg, so many people go to the pharmacy. So many people go to the grocery store. Why wouldn't I want to be on like the cart? Why wouldn't I want to be on that cart card? Well, here's the thing. It's about top of mind. What else are you doing? You're paying $500 to be on that cart every month. What could that $500 buy you as far as direct mail, direct database advertising, a social event every month? Think about that. Would you rather talk to people directly, or would you rather go, oh, they're on the cart? And I can guarantee you that if you ask anybody that shops, even daily, who is on the bag, the register tape, or the shopping cart, they aren't going to be able to tell you. So stay away from those shopping carts. The only one making money on that is the guy selling the ad, which is fine. I'm a capitalist, so let him make his own money. Lead answering services. What are lead answering services? Well, if you're on this broadcast, you're going, you probably have a little bit of time. And if somebody called you and said, "Hi, Greg, I want to buy a house today," you're going to answer the phone. You're the best person to talk to them because you know the area. You know how to close them, hopefully. Why would you want to give that away? Why would you want to give that service to somebody else where they charge you? Again, I don't know of a lead answering service that's not going to charge you at least $1,000 a day, okay? Or $1,000 a month, excuse me. Don't waste your money. Again, take that $1,000 and put it towards something constructive. Even if you took the $1,000 a month and mailed, 250 people once a month saying, "Hi, I'm Greg Flanagan. I'm the agent of choice." That's what you want to put that money to. Be careful of lead answering services. They usually call you on the phone and say, "Are you busy?" Can you afford? Can you not afford? They're very good closers, so be careful. Next one, cold call outsourcing. This is an expensive proposition. You usually get this phone call, and they're always phone calls. Once you have a real estate license and you put yourself on the World Wide Web, you are going to get telephone calls from solicitors, right? Just like cold calling in real estate, you're going to get cold call inbound coming to you. Put up a wall and just listen for half a minute, be polite, and go, thank you very much. It's not for me, and hang up. What do they do? I want you to remember this name, and I don't care if he sues me or not. Fitzgerald. Out of Buffalo, Syracuse, New York, Fitzgerald. Hang up the phone immediately. Rip-offs. What these guys do is they say, you know what? We can do X, Y, and Z. Send us your money. We'll start right away. We'll call the expireds, the canceled, the FSBOs. Well, that's great. You can do the same thing. Or you can get another agent to do it in your office, because there are people that will do that for you for a heck of a lot less money. The trick here is the cold call outsourcing. They are going to ask you for the list. Now you've got to sign up for a list program, something like Reddit or something like that, right? You just got to get lists to them. And I'll tell you what, in my market, expireds pretty much non-existent. And when they are overworked by about 15, 20, 30 people in the market, and everybody sees them coming. Don't fall for this. This is a $5,000 mistake. I can show you the check. Okay. Very early in my career, I said, wow, that sounds like a heck of an idea. Let's go with it. Don't pick up the call. Next one is marketing companies. Marketing companies are great. And I have one, and they're great. They do a wonderful job for me. They brand me. But I've also got almost 15 years on the job. And I need that little bit extra. It's just a free-flowing. They keep my name out there. They're doing some of my social media. But you know what? You can do this yourself at a basic level, especially if you're new. Get something like a Hootsuite or I don't remember what we use, Buffer or somebody like that, and build your own little weekly. I think Hootsuite allows you to do weekly or monthly. Build your own little marketing scheme so that at least you're out there once every 2 or 3 days. Some of the brokerages actually have pre-planned marketing stuff where you can grab their shots, bring it over, drop it on your Facebook or Instagram, and go from there. So learn a little bit about it. Doesn't take a lot of time, and just work your own magic on that. You're going to save hundreds, if not $1,000 a month. One of the other companies I use, and I recommend them, is Keeping Current Matters. KCM. It's KCM Marketing. They put out a very good, and I believe it's free. You have a free version that they put out once a week, and then I think you can get two times a week for under $30 a month. So keeping current matters. Something like that. Something like KCM. Get it done. All right. Use a very low cost company on that. High-end branded merchandise. Oh my goodness gracious. Cups, knives, even hats. Some of these places are charging $20, $30 for a hat just to get it embroidered. The knives. Everybody's got a knife. I've been through. I own them. Man, I can show them to you. Right? As listing gifts, as closing gifts. Everybody wants to sell you a closing gift with your name and number on it. That's great. It works for your ego, makes you feel good. When you're paying $170 for 2 knives that you're going to give to a client that have your names on them, big blazing red, right? Great Flanagan real estate. And it's red, and you think they're going to take them out during Christmas and carve the turkey, I think you're wrong. Okay, because they're going to go, that just shows that somebody else gave me the knife. They're great knives, don't get me wrong. I've owned a set for 35 years. I bought them from a young girl that was going through college, supposedly. And they're great knives. They're high end. But do you really want to be giving out knives with your name on them? That's kind of difficult. So what can you buy? If you gotta, fill your ego up a little bit, what can you buy? You know what? Pens. You can normally find 250 to 500 pens for about 80 to 90 cents a piece. Get a good pen. Doesn't have to be spectacular. Don't spend $3, $4. Just get a good pen. I've found over the years, I've found those pens laying around 10 years later. Wherever I go, I drop the pen. Yeah, keep the pen, keep the pen, keep the pen. Waitresses love them, right? Don't give them a whole bunch. Just give them one or two. Koozies. If you don't know what a koozie is, you're not from the South. But a koozie is you take your bottle, your adult beverage, or your can, and you put it inside this insulated styrofoam thing, whatever it's made of, stone foam, I guess. And that's how they drink their Coca-Cola or their brewski. You can get those for anywhere from 15 to 45 cents a piece. You buy 500, it's going to last you 2 to 3 years. Okay, so try to stay away from the high-end branded merchandise. If you're looking for a closing gift, make it specific to those people. What do I mean? Make it, a pencil drawing. I got to come off that there. Make it a pencil drawing, right? You get a lot of artists out there in the community. They'll do one for $100. I have found over the years again that those people will save. They will save those pencil drawings and hang them on the wall. And people go, "Oh, that's nice. Where'd you get it from?" My real estate agent. Better than looking in a drawer for a knife. So stay away from spending a lot of money on knives and whatever those new cups are to $35 a piece. It's crazy, crazy talk. Subscriptions. There's a couple of, this is normally a Vanity Magazine. Okay, this is a Vanity Magazine type deal. They are monthly subscriptions. Minimum is usually 50 subscribers. Now, this is a good part of our touch system, and it works well. Just don't go overboard. That's why I put it up here. Don't go overboard. You don't need to do 150 to 200. Okay, I use this, and I've used them for years. It's called Home by Design. You just Google it, you'll find it. It allows you to advertise on the front, inside front, backside, inside, and the back page and the back cover. So you have an opportunity for about $3.15 or $3.40, I think it is, per issue, per magazine, to send that out to your client with your branding on it. This is a great magazine. Now, don't go overboard. I said client, raving fan. Don't go dropping them into anybody that just, unless you got, unknown amount of money, don't just go dropping them into anybody, your neighbors, because you like them. No, this is not that vehicle. This is a vehicle that says to people, hey, thank you for your business. I appreciate you. Here's a little gift. The inside of the magazine is what we call boilerplate. You're not going to find another real estate ad in there, but there are great articles. There are some other advertisements for, general stuff. Helps keep the cost of the subscription down. Stick with 50. That'll be about $160, $170 a month. That to me is worth it. Don't go hog wild on this, because it will cost you a lot of money with no return. And that's exactly what we're talking here, is what is my return on investment? Okay. Those knives, you're probably not going to get a return on investment. If you do, instead of the knives, you do the pencil drawing from a local artist, that's going to get you a return on investment, and it's going to be cheaper than the knives, because people are going to ask, where'd you get that? Professional designations. I say pick one and focus. There are probably 300 professional designations out there. Which one do you want to be? if you're new in the business, the first one I would recommend getting is your associated buyer's representative, accredited buyer's representative, ABR. This is probably one of the easiest and lowest cost designations, and it makes your name look a little bit more official. What is it about these professional designations that you really need to know? Every one of these ABR, CSR, the alphabets, every one of them, it's not so much the designation. You know, people look at it and go, ABR, what's that about? Oh, Architectural Review Board, I don't know, whatever it is. But it's actually, you know, has to do with our industry. But the real value in these designations comes in participating with other people in other markets with the ABR designation or the CSR designation or CRS designation. They're built so that these people get together at national functions. You meet, you greet, you swap cards, and you swap referrals. That's the value in these designations. So use the designation that you like to use. If you're a buyer's agent, do a buyer's agent. You want to do CRS, you got to have some standards there. But whatever you want to do, but use it as a referral source, because that's what it's intended to be. And let me also tell you that every year you have to renew your designation. And the only thing you have to do to renew your designation is send them about $200. Okay? There's no additional training involved or anything else. It's just a membership fee to keep in that referral network. So remember, if you're going 4, 5, 6, 7 of those, and every year it's going to cost you $1,200 or $1,400. Once you get set in your business, it's worth it. It's worth it. But for right now, take the ABR, work with that, and then go from there. Paid articles with limited distribution. I love this. How do we do this? Paid articles with limited distribution. Who wants to be the best of? Yeah, I want to be the best of the real estate market. I want to be the best attorney. I want to be the best carpet cleaner. All these are paid articles with limited distribution. I want to be in the top producer magazine. You always see the top producer magazine. Here's all these people. Well, guess what? They probably bought an ad, or they will buy an ad. They'll definitely buy the magazines to show their people or hand out, hey, we're going to make you the top producer this week. Great. Give me 100 magazines. There's a $300 bill right off the bat. So be careful. Even the free magazines that are on the newsstands, you see them. They're high, they're glossy, they're thick. They got good cardboard covers with real glossy pictures of great buildings. I want to be in there. So you buy an ad along with the other 15 real estate agents in there. And that goes out on the shelf because we have a 10,000, we publish 10,000 of these a month. And we distribute them all throughout the land, which is true. They do all that. And they have documentation that shows it. I'm not questioning that. What you don't read is that they distribute 10,000 of them and 8,000 come back. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Sorry about that, folks. So you really only reach 2,000 people and 15 other real estate agents. So pay attention to that, okay? Pay attention to what you're doing there. Don't fall for it. If you want to be the best of something, let me give you this hint. You can do it for free. And the way free is that you can be voted by my clients to be the best real estate agent they've ever worked with. All you got to do is ask your clients, and you can run the best of every day of the week. Don't pay for it. It's subliminal advertising. They're coming in the back door. They're grabbing your money, thinking that you're doing it for free. And as far as publishing things like bags, like registers, like shopping cart cards, if you've never been in a print industry, it's pretty cheap, folks. I used to run a penny saver back on James Island years and years ago. I could put 10,000 of these, magazines. They were just paper, but 10,000 of these, I could print them for $1,100. It was a no-brainer. It was a no-brainer. We were getting paid to collect ads. That's what we do. It's the same thing the newspaper does. They don't make money by their subscriptions. They make money by their advertisement that's in the newspaper that holds the news together. They don't even care about the news. Think about what you read in a newspaper. It's short, it's sweet, it's never complete. But the ads are there, and they're big and they're bold. And they make sure that after you read page 1, they drop you onto page 5, which has a real good placement of ads. And then people are going to pay a little bit of money to get on that front page, the next page over. It's amazing what happens. So learn a little bit about the publishing agencies. ZRT. If you don't know what ZRT is, it is, Zillow.com, Realtor.com, and Trulia.com. And Zillow owns Trulia. ZRT's been around a long time. Zillow bought out Trulia 3-4 years ago. Maybe sooner. I'm not sure. I don't remember. Lead generation sources. I'll tell you a story. I used to be, when I think Realtor first started selling ads, it was either Realtor or Zillow. I paid $795 a month. This is 14 years ago now. And there were 2 of us in the zip code. It was downtown Charleston, 29401. There were 2 of us there, Jan Snook and myself. And hi, Jan, if you're there. I think we both paid $795, and we pretty much split the ad, right? We split the ad. Anybody that came in, she got half, I got half. Everybody was making money. We were all fine. Zillow started getting more leads, or Realtor started getting more traction on the web, and they got more leads coming in. They said, "Wow, we have an opportunity, maybe to sell a third person." So they did. They sold a third person 29401, and after a year or so, that got split up and split up and split up. Right now, you probably have 34 people, on 29401, where we used to get all the leads. I got a call the other day, and I did some work with the one of these 3 reps. I won't say which one. And for $2,400 a month, I could get 3 live transfer calls. In other words, they called the lead, they warmed the lead up, they got the lead to say, "Yeah, I don't have a real estate agent. Yes, I'm ready to talk with a real estate agent." They didn't ask them if they were pre-qualified. They didn't do any of the LP Mama stuff that I teach. They just say, "Yes, I don't have a real estate agent." "Good. Hang on, here's Greg." And they would give me 3 of these people a month. Who knew, right? But for $2,400, I got 3. I also got 3 that they didn't connect with, or they weren't ready for a real estate agent yet. So total 6 leads, 6-month contract. That would have been $12,000, $13,400, $13,500, for a total of 18 leads. The ROI, even for the big teams that use them, it's there just to churn leads. It's there for churning leads. The ROI on it is about 2 to 1. It's about 2 to 1. The whole thing here is you've got to have the money up front to get that 2 to 1. And that 2 to 1 might be 18 months to return that number until you get a full pipeline full of those leads. Once you do. Now, I know people that are spending $110,000 with a month with the Big Z. And that's their business. They crank the business. They do it well. And at times they have trouble keeping their people in leads. And at other times, everybody's just kicking the tires, right? Renters. So don't do it. Bottom line, I'm not a fan. Okay. I believe, you want to hear my Zillow story real quick? How we're doing on time. Zillow is now a real estate brokerage. They hold a license. They're hiring agents. What they're doing on their .com is they're interviewing agents. The ones who work with them and who actually convert and close, they're going to ask them when they get into the city, whatever city they're getting into, and it will be in your city. Don't make any. They're going to be there. Might not be this year if you're not a big city, but they will eventually be there. And there'll be some $40,000, $40,000 a year real estate agent, walking people through houses, closing deals, and it's going to put you out of business, supposedly. Don't worry about that. We got a plan for them too. So be careful, Zillow. They are not your friend. They nowhere near your friend. Be careful. Number 10, we'll speed this up a little bit because I'm getting a little long. Any telephone solicitation claiming that they can turn your business around in 30 days or calls and asks you, do you have room for more clients? We have a buyer in your area. We have a seller in your area. How many buyer sellers can you handle? Are you still working this area? Gosh, they got more ways to come at you than Carter's got liver pills. Just say no. Nope, I don't work that area anymore. They're not your friend. They want to sell you some crazy program that we talked about earlier in these slides. Just tell them, no, I got all I can handle. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. Don't do it. Okay? Don't do it. It's crazy, crazy stuff. Just say no. Okay? Any of these things. Do you have room for more clients? We have a buyer. We have a seller in your area. If they say they have a buyer in your area, go super. I'll be happy to give you 25%. Then they start their pitch. You'll hear it, and as soon as they ask you for money, it's like the prince from the Middle East saying, "Hey, put 25,000 in my account, and I'll send you a check for 50 next week." Don't do it. Don't do it. If you don't know who I am, gosh, they jumped in there. I've been licensed since 2006. I've been a solo agent. I've been a small team leader. Have over 300 homes sold personally. I work at KW Charleston in West Ashley, South Carolina, and I am the founder and CEO of Power Onward Mastermind, which is the program you're watching right here through Fridays with Flanagan. I got a lot of top producer awards. I am on leadership councils. I do carry a luxury home marketing specialist, $1 Million Guild, means I've sold multiple $1 Million homes, and certified distressed property expert. During the downturn before the shift in the market back in 2008, I had agents coming to me and actually giving me properties because they didn't know how to do it, okay, and other people along. So I've been around for a while. If there's anything you need to ask me, please do. Happy to help. And we're on Fridays with Flanagan, and we go live at 11 o'clock every Friday. So come join us on your favorite social media channel. You might be watching on Power Onward. You might be watching on YouTube, even LinkedIn. Drop your email in the comments below or send us a private message, and we'll send you this list of expensive, 10 costly mistakes. I think we had 14 maybe. I don't know. And also our 25 most frequently used objection handlers, especially for the holidays. You're going to hear from the holidays. Go back to last week. I think we talked about holidays last week. Any questions? Can we answer anything for anybody? If not, great show. I appreciate it. I do this because over the years, people have come to me, and they still come to me and have asked me questions and mindset. And these are new agents that have 10 years on the job, folks that just want to get to the next level. And that's what I'm going here for. Okay, I've been in business 15 years. I've mastered what real estate is. I've mastered how to do real estate, and I've mastered the mindset of real estate. So Power Onward, the bigger picture at poweronward.masterminds.com it's my transformational coaching and skills training, makes mindsets and skills breeze for real estate agents who are struggling to gain mastery in their skills and build confidence in their ability to make money in this business. You can make money. It takes time. Stop spending money. That's the first way to make money. Stop spending money. Okay. First way to make money is to stop spending money. Have a great holiday for those in the United States. We have a couple outside the United States. Happy Thanksgiving. And I think Canada's doing something the next day, right? Anyway, we're not going to be on next week, but we'll be on the following week. All right? Have a great time.